Hey folks, it's Kat.Beanie and we're going to see what is down my hidey hole. So my friend Digging Truths came across this trail ruins recently and I decided to dig it out because I needed some Minecraft and chill time. I have been sick, things have been happening. So I just needed to chill. So most of it was done off camera, but you will get to see what I made of the rest of it. Now, as you can see here, I've got a little bit of a chest monster. I'd more like refer it to as like a little, chest baby, because compared to like a lot of people's, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's like, what, three double chests, and considering how much stuff I have pulled out of this hole already, I don't think that's too bad. Three double chests, that's like, a drop in the ocean compared to what it could have been. So as you can see, we've got some sus gravel here. I love how everybody refers to like the sus gravel and sus sand as just like sus everything. Like Among Us had a profound impact on us all. But yeah, we've got some armor trims, we've got some glass panes. I got some hanging signs. I did get some emeralds. I didn't get any diamonds though. I was kind of bummed about that. Lots of pottery shards. I have no idea. Anyway, not very many glass panes, but yeah, got all three. I think it's three of the trims. Is it 3 or 4 trims? And like there's razor and other stuff. But anyway, so here we are on a sort of side quest. This was pre-trail ruins, so I was looking for an area in the nether to build a zombie piglin gold XP farm in Java, which I have never done before. Well, actually, this was pre-Java. This was still in Bedrock because I was planning to build it in the nether and not on the nether roof, which you will see later on. So yeah, I was trying to locate the sort of nether waste biome in the nether on the Pobo world, and just came across this mini bastion. Thought I'd have a little look around, see what's going on, see if I could find a nether trim, because I haven't found one yet, although I'm pretty sure one of my neighbours has one, so I might have to hit him up to get a copy of one, and if you know who you are, you know who you are. Amanchu. So yes, I might have to hit him up for maybe a copy of his one. I don't think I got round the whole of this thing, but I was mainly just trying not to die. As you can see, I make like little tunnels everywhere so that I am safe. That is my strategy. I'm just like a wee Scottish lassie. Just stick me in a hole, give me some tunnels. I'll burrow myself around a bit. Like, I don't want to brought a bucket of lava so I can get the piglin guys instead of having to, get them one-to-one. Did find the snout armor trim, so got that going for me. But it's not the netherite trim, is it? Is it? It is not. No. Some ancient debris, some other goodies. I did make a couple of respawn anchors as well, because I did attempt to build the piglin zombie gold XP farm in the nether waste biome with digging, but it was not working out for me, and I couldn't figure out how to. Amanchu, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the server, but Amanchu's been trying very, very hard to break a hole into the bedrock. He has tried many different methods, but thus far has been unsuccessful, and I don't know any methods, so kudos to him for trying. I did do the whole ladders and ender pearl technique in Java, and then I came back to Bedrock. It's like, I made a portal, I can get on it the nether now. No, you cannot get onto the nether roof in Bedrock. Don't be silly. Why, Mojang? Why? But anyway, few chests, it was fun. Back to the trail ruins. So as you can see, I have essentially stripped the whole of the trail ruins out of out of this area. It is a vast empty space now, and as much as I love a big gaping hole, and everybody knows I do love a big gaping hole, yeah, I kind of had a plan in mind when I started this venture that I was going to use the blocks that I had obtained from the trail ruins to rebuild something within that space. Now, at that time, as I was so yeah, I was going to use the blocks that I obtained from stripping out trail ruins to rebuild something. I didn't have any sort of inclination in my mind what that something was going to be, what it was going to look like. If you've been here for a long time, you will know I am prolific for not planning anything. And I think the only thing that I did use that wasn't stripped from the trail ruins was the logs themselves, because I wanted to tie it in with obviously being in the woods and that overall thing, and I think those logs look really nice. So I wanted to use those as pillars. I did have an idea of using the logs in a sort of like woodland cottage type deal, as like a frame, like a woodland house type frame, but that didn't sort of materialize either. So we got these pillars at the side, and it was really difficult because I had a lot of a lot of cobblestone, and a lot of regular stone, which obviously you don't really want to use because it's boring, right? I mean, I love cobblestone, and I hate that cobblestone gets such a rough take from everybody. Like, I understand, yes, it's one of the easiest blocks to obtain, blah 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 blah. I understand it. Deep slate is the new cobblestone, yada yada yada. Now everybody's building with deep slate now, and nobody's building with cobblestone because nobody. Anyway, I could go off on tangents all day. So here we are, using these pillars, making the frame, and the idea was to expand the frame around the rest of the build down below on the inside. But I wanted to try and incorporate as many of the other blocks that weren't the sort of smooth stone and boring blocks that you can see. So as you can see, I've got armor trims, I've got candles, I've got pottery shards, I've got terracotta, I've got trees for some. I think the trees have just fallen off, bits and bobs. I've got dye. I've got a lead. I've got diorite, which it is what it is. There's all sorts of things in here. I even think there's two like grindstones, and there's a cauldron, and there's like even think one of those banner things. What are they called? I don't know. Like, you make banners on them. I can't remember what the name is. Hanging signs. Hanging signs are so expensive to make in Minecraft. Like, I had no idea how expensive they were to make until I went to go make some the other day, and I'm like, damn, what? Why Minecraft? Why so expensive? I mean, regular signs aren't that expensive. I mean, I suppose it's obviously because you've got like the chains incorporated into them, and it's a whole big deal. But anyway, I decided to use these mud bricks to make this room because it is one of the blocks that I did have a decent quantity of. I mean, there wasn't a lot of blocks that I had a good amount of quantity of, and I do have to use the cobblestone quite a lot in this build, as you will see later on when it's complete. But I wanted to sort of use the blocks that I could to make it look better where I could accommodate those changes. Now, while we're speaking of mud bricks and mud blocks, I'm just going to admit something very embarrassing right now. So I have been on the Pobol server for a few weeks now. If you want to get onto this server, it is not run by me. It is run by Married in Minecraft. You can check out the link to their YouTube channel in my description. I will also post the link for their Discord there, but it'll have all the information about, how to get onto the server. But you need to be involved in their channel, subscribe, watch their videos, become someone that they know. Because there needs to be that level of trust there that people are going to come on and, not grief, etc., etc. So I will post all the links in my description, so check that out. Married to Minecraft are part of Divergence, which is a creator-run SMP that I run with a bunch of other content creators, absolutely fabulous people. And season 2 of Divergence will be coming out on March 1st, so look out for that. But anyway, enough of the plugging. Yeah, back to the embarrassing story. So I have been on Pobo for a few weeks now, and very, very early on, I decided to get a lava dripstone lava generator going. So obviously I've got infinite lava source for, smelting, other reasons, etc. And I also have dripstone making itself there as well. You stick the dripstone blocks and then you hang dripstone from it, and then you put dripstone at the bottom and it drips onto each other and it grows bigger, and then you can harvest the dripstone, etc., etc. So I then decided to make a clay farm. So I set it all up, put the blocks down, I put the dripstone at the bottom of it, I'm going fine. I put the blocks on top, and then I'm like, why is this not working? Why won't it turn into clay? Now, for weeks and weeks, I have been blaming it on being a Java server. For weeks, I have been complaining about why this, clay farm won't clay. Like, why won't you work? Why won't you work? Just work. Just work. Just work. Just make. I have villagers in my village right next door to my base that take clay, and this thing wouldn't work. I have been losing my mind for weeks. Like, why won't you work? Why won't you work? And you want to know why it wouldn't work, guys? You want to know why it wouldn't work? I never turned the dirt into mud. Let that sink in for a second there. I never turned the dirt into mud. In order for a clay farm to work, to make clay, you need to turn the dirt into mud. And I just put dirt on top of those blocks, and it's still there. It's still there. I might do a short of it later, but yeah, it's still there, and every time I go past it, it hurts my soul deep inside. It stings so bad. It is one of those moments like when you walk into an establishment that you frequent and you say something completely absurd and then you can never go back. It's like that. But on Minecraft, I have been racking my brain over this for weeks, and I never turned the dirt into mud. So if you want to come out with a stupid award for the week or month or year, because it's 2024 now and it's February, and we've just got into the start of the year, and I am already making stupid mistakes. So the rest of the year does not bode well, guys. It does not bode well. But yeah, on that note, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't before, etc., etc. I'm just trying to curb my embarrassment right now because I have now said this on a video. You will now understand how idiotic I have been. And hopefully you are pissing yourself laughing because I am sitting here in unending cringe. Because honestly, if someone could make a meme just out of, the dirt and the clay and, the little water bottle that you actually have to use to turn it into mud, that would be fine. That would be fine. I deserve that. I will take that on the chin. It hits hard, people. It hits. So after my daft bash with lunacy, obviously the construction continues. As you can see, we've got the bricks. Mostly these were used for the sort of flooring. When I was doing it, I decided to use them as part of the wall. But with any of the blocks in this thing, I needed to be careful with how I did it because I wasn't sure how much of, well, obviously I knew I could see how many resources I had, but I wasn't sure how far they were going to stretch. So I was trying to make it sort of, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing using the blocks that I had available. And I'm not entirely sure I pulled it off. There were a few times like I did areas and then I pulled them down again and then I redid them. Just because I didn't have the resources available and I didn't want to go and gather more resources. I really wanted, it was like a sort of challenge to make a build solely using the blocks that I pulled out of this trail ruins. Now, I am not great at building, and this was most definitely a very difficult challenge for me, because my brain doesn't go necessarily to the details. It's more of a, what is the practical solution to this? How can I, well, not even the practical solution to this. It's the lazy solution, let's be honest. My brain goes straight for the, work smarter, not harder way of doing things. And basically, how can I get, well, not even work smarter, just like, I don't know. Just how can I get this done in as little time as possible with as little effort as possible and still end up with a positive result? That is how my brain functions. And I don't see that as a positive aspect. It is good in situations like if we've got a situation at home in real life or with like a DIY situation, I have came up with numerous amounts of conundrums to counteract a DIY disaster and, make things actually work and solve the solution. So I don't know if it's just put me in a position where I am, in dire need of coming up with a solution. But, my brain initially, it just goes to the laziest option, and it's just how I'm wired. I can't help it. And it's not something that I enjoy about myself. It's something I am trying to work on. So my goal for season 2 of Divergence is to try and make things as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Well, not even aesthetically pleasing, but just work on those details. I might implement a few challenges in there like I have done with this one, like can I do XYZ with insert challenge here and see how that goes. That back wall is definitely giving me Freddy Krueger vibes with the grey and red, but I'm loving it. I love Freddy Krueger movies. Anyway, yeah, it's slowly taking form. As you can see, I've used some of the terracotta as a doorways, and I think that works really well. And a lot of the other terracotta is being used as sort of art. So I'm trying to be more creative. I mean, I don't think I always succeed, but it is what it is. This is another side quest I've been working on. So I did this sort of directly before I did the Trail Ruins thing. It took me, I think, like the good part of a week, because we had the whole scenario of me trying to do it in the nether, which was not on top of the nether roof. And as you can, well, you might not be able to tell, but this is in Java. I mean, the bit with me doing the Trail Ruins, I have since been working in Java since trying to do this farm. So since trying to make this farm and onwards, I have not been back in Bedrock on this realm. But this is the first farm, and I am not great at farms or any technical stuff like that. But this is the first farm I have ever made in Java Minecraft. And like, you probably think, well, why didn't you pick something easier? I don't know. The scaffolding, swear to God, the scaffolding in Java does not make sense. In what world is it okay for you to try and scaffold up by placing a block on the side? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, Minecraft. I swear to God, it just does not. Right, so one of the tricks to this farm, if anybody wants to know this farm, it's a 1.20 gold XP farm by Wattles. So you have to shoot one of the guys, you have to whack a dude, and then they all come running, and it's perfect. It doesn't get great drops, but I will say this, that might not be an issue with obviously the build overall, but I did not build this as high as Wattles said to do it in the tutorial, so that is probably a reason why it's not. I do have extra turtle eggs, because you need to put turtle eggs in the middle and surround them by trapdoors so that the zombie piglins will be attracted to the turtles, fall down the hole, get annoyed at you, and then you unalive the crap out of them and take all their loot. Anyway, so yeah, I might add a couple of extra layers to the top of it. We will see how that goes in future, because when I was mining some of the magma blocks for that farm, I was mining for about 45 minutes. With one of my only 3 shulker boxes that I have in the whole server. Well, not in the whole server, other people have shulker boxes, but I had 3 shulker boxes because the shulkers are crazy on Java. They're nuts. They are cuckoo. They shoot you so much compared to Bedrock. It is the Lulu how crazy the shulkers are. But anyway, we are off on a tangent. Anyway, so I had one of the 3 sole shulker boxes I have in the entire server, and I died in lava. I died hard. I was actually trying to plug up another pool of lava, and I broke a block, and then the lava started pulling out on top of me, and I was like, this is fine, I'll just get down here and I'll plug that up, and I'll plug that up, and then you're dead. And then all my gear and my shulker box and all the thing that hurts the most was I lost all of the magma that I had mined in that bit, and it was kind of soul destroying. So I just had to, like, not so much rage quit, but more like depression quit the game for, like, I don't know, a few hours, half a day. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, I got my arse back in gear later on, and I went back and I finished the farm. No thanks to Silly, who did pop in. I don't have video of it, but Silly popped in, and I'm trying to make this farm, and he's shooting me off the farm, and I'm shooting him, and he breaks the scaffolding, and then he has to fix the scaffolding. So I'm stuck on top of this farm, hundreds of blocks on top of the nether roof, and he's broke the damn scaffolding. I'm like, that man lives to torment me. He does. I mean, it's funny, but you know, sometimes I just want to lob him over the head with a shoe. And if I ever meet him in real life, I'll probably do that. But, uh, it is what it is. But yeah, it was really funny. I did find it amusing. It did cheer me up a bit because I was in a bit of a funk then. And he's just like laughing his ass off, and I'm laughing my ass off. And you know what it's like when you just like have like a good time with the people that you're playing with. They really, really appreciate it. But yeah, this whole project, I did record it without doing any VC while I was recording because, as you can probably tell, I am still sick. I am. We have a cold or a flu or COVID or whatever the hell it is going around, which is ridiculous because I just had like the same thing a few weeks ago and it feels exactly the same as it did a few weeks ago. My head is pounding, my nose is blocked. The thing that gets me is my throat, as you can probably tell. Like, sometimes it's fine and I can talk normally, and then other times you don't talk for a while and you're like, ha, ha. I'm like, okay, cool, that sounds attractive. Like, turn around to my husband, like, all right, big man, you fancy a bit of this? And he's like, hey, no, no, thank you, no, dear. Yeah, but anyway, it has been something. I mean, it's not that bad. It could be worse, honestly. And we're kind of looking forward to the little one starting nursery soon, which should hopefully give me more time to do this. But look at the inside of this. Look. I mean, obviously, I still have to finish this roof. But obviously, I've used the cracked blocks and the other stone bricks and a lot of cobblestone that, like, it was either this or it was the stone. And I was like, well, at least cobblestone's got some texture to it. I might go in later and try and diversify the roof and the flooring a little bit. Just maybe, I don't know, chuck in some like stone slabs and stuff, just, to break it up a little, give it that little bit of texture, because right now the floor and the roof, they're just straight up cobblestone, and obviously some of the walls. But yeah, it was nice to just sort of chill and play Minecraft. And despite the fact that I was recording, I wasn't in any rush to get anything done. And I think that seems to be a big trend with Minecraft videos a lot recently. I've seen a lot of YouTubers start to slow down again. And it's sort of like slow living, but in Minecraft, because everybody was all up in arms. Look at it. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Yeah, just like, I am not one to like a lot of my builds. Like, one of the other ones I built, it was horrendous. I tore it back down and had to rebuild it because it was bad. It was bad, guys. So don't be afraid to, if you build something and you hate it, I mean, you've wasted your time on it. Yeah, sure, but you can always remake it. But I actually kind of love it. I do. I actually kind of love it. And I hate it when I don't know why, but I hate it when some Minecrafters are like, oh no, I don't know if it's going to turn out good. I don't know if it's going to turn out good. Actually, it's fantastic. But like, it's the ones that do that consistently every single video. Like, my building is crap. My building is crap. My building is crap. Actually, my building's really good. I'm really proud of myself. That was fantastic. Oh, look. Another video. My building is crap. My building, like, dude, can you just accept that you're like sort of decent? Like, I know what people like sometimes have issues with, like being able to realize how good they are at things and how competent and fantastic they are at things. I have no idea where to place this bed, by the way. So maybe that's the thing. It's one of those things that grinds my gears so hard. But yeah, I do actually love this. do want to go in and decorate it some more, and I do want to utilize like the candles and the hanging signs and all the other bits that I got out of the trail ruins when I took it apart. I don't know why I'm standing here. This bit should have been edited out, but I forgot apparently. So yeah, I do want to go in and utilize all those little bits there, like put the candles around the place. I have put some of the glass panes around to make in the doorways to make that look pretty. And I will probably do another video of me actually attempting some interior design, which should be kind of hilarious because I am not so good at the interior designing. The person you want for interior design is Digging Truths, and you can find her channel in my description below. But yeah, she is spot on. She is badass at that stuff. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. I am sorry I'm sick and you've had to listen to me, but rock on and I'll catch you later.